Welcome to another edition of LRMania Reviews, and today I'm here to talk about my predictions for WWE Great Balls of Fire, also just known as WWE Balls for short form. So, at Balls, there's 8 matches, and if you saw my Raw review, I'm not interested in this pay-per-view, mainly because I think I know too much. I think I'm reading too much of the dirt sheets, too much of, certain insiders on Twitter, like Slice Wrestling, who I think works for the WWE. If you follow him, you know what I'm talking about. He has leaked virtually every single spoiler that can happen in the WWE. I'm convinced he works there, because he's right 100% of the time. And he will spoil a show right before it. And, he's already given a lot of spoilers of the direction of the WWE. In particular, one thing I'm extremely disappointed in is the women's match, which I'll get to when I talk to that. But let's talk about the show first. I'll get my predictions for each of the matches. Again, not too hyped for this pay-per-view. I like Brock and Joe, but I think that it's a little bit too predictable of who's winning. But I just hope they go out there and they just have a different kind of match. We'll see what Brock's willing to do, because Brock's been known to not give 100%. You can ask Dean Ambrose that. So let's start at the bottom first. Neville against Akira Tozawa, who's representing the Titus brand. I got Neville. Don't care about this match. Cruiserweight, who cares? Next match is a match I am not interested in the least, because I feel like these next 2 matches I'm going to talk about, I am so sick of these 2 feuds, and I'd want them both to be over. Cesaro and Sheamus against the Hardys in a 30-minute Iron Man match. Why the fuck do we need an Iron Man match? A 30-minute Iron Man match? I can barely watch these 2 wrestle anymore, these 2 teams. They've had a million matches since the Hardys have come back. And maybe the Hardys have lost their teams because they keep feuding with these 2 bums. And I like Cesaro, but he's never going to go anywhere. And Sheamus, I fucking hate. I think he is shit. I do not want to see this fucking rivalry anymore. I'm going to go with the Hardy Boys. I think they're going to feud at the Revival next. I don't know what's going to happen with the Broken Matt, Brother and Near. I don't even know if we're going to ever see that. I think they're going to win this match. I am so sick of Sheamus and Cesaro. These guys are not even over, and yet, they get to stay together, but, a team that was very over gets split up. Thank you, Vince. Along with the Hardys, I think they'll win a 3-2 match. This does not need to be a 30-minute Iron Man match. They're doing it because they had a cage match last year for you. Oh, how can we up the ante? Let's make it like we can't do another ladder match. Just do a fucking street fight, a tag team street fight. Or a tag team 2 out of 3 falls. At least it wouldn't be as long as a 30-minute Iron Man match. I hate Iron Man matches. I am not a fan of those. I think those suck. And even if you're going to do it a 60-minute to make it epic. A 60-minute to make it epic. But don't do a match no one wants to see, a 30-minute Iron Man match. Intercontinental title, Miz against Dean Ambrose. I am so fucking sick and goddamn tired of this motherfucking feud. I am just bored to death. I hate this rivalry. It's killed Dean Ambrose. I have thrown in the towel with Dean Ambrose. I am done with Dean Ambrose. I'm saying it. He is now Bray Wyatt to me. He is another Bray Wyatt. They're never going to do anything with him. They're never going to pass a certain level. They don't have a boner for him like they do Reigns, or like they kind of do for Rollins. I don't see him that way, even though I think he is. I think he has more potential than both of them, because he's far better on the mic than both of them combined. Both of them suck on the mic. Reigns and Rollins suck on the mic, but Ambrose is far more talented on the mic, and he doesn't get anywhere near the amount of opportunities because he doesn't have the look they want. So I'm throwing in the towel with Dean Ambrose. In the PG environment that they're in, they'll never let him be crazy man John Moxley. Miz is winning. They just create this new stable. It's obvious. Losing to a bitch like The Miz, and nothing against The Miz. Come on, the guy's not a tough guy, and Ambrose loses all credibility. He can't beat the fucking Miz. So yeah, Bo with Dallas and Curtis Axel help Miz win, obviously. Enzo and Cass. Some people say Enzo's going to win. It wouldn't shock me if they do that. If they have Enzo win on a cheap roll-up, it wouldn't shock me, but I think Cass is going to beat the fuck out of him. I'm going big Cass. I think they'll do their best to get Enzo over with the promo he cut on Raw. I think you'll see something like, big Cass continuing to beat the fuck out of Enzo. Enzo keeps getting up, and then maybe the referee stops the match. Enzo just gives everything he has, but Cass just beats the living fuck out of him until he just can't go anymore, and eventually the match is stopped. That's how I see it going. I got Cass winning, obviously, but if Enzo wins, I wouldn't be completely surprised. They did that with Shad and JTG. If you remember JTT and Shad crime team, who was very over, and no one wanted to see them split up except Vince McMahon, because he had big plans for Shad, until Shad completely bombed and he was released, and JTG sat in catering for 8 years. I think something like this could happen, and that hurt Shad. I don't think they'll do it to Big Cass. I think they have a lot of plans for Big Cass, but if he loses, it can definitely hurt Big Cass. And I don't see him as a solo singles star. I thought he sucked on the mic last week, and I'm not digging it. I don't want to see him as the guys. Wish they can just be a tag team. It's an act that people like, and WWE takes it away from them, because WWE is the fucking heel. They're the fucking heel. I mean, this is an act people really, really like. This act, it's very, 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 very over. And they lost him because they kept jobbing out and they made Enzo an asshole. But it's disappointing to a lot of fans that WWE is taking something that they really like away from them, and it's really unfortunate to see that their run was cut very short, and it just shows how how unhappy some of the fans are getting because of WWE's booking style. This really could have been a great rivalry, but you have those, and of course you have your WWE dick suckers, those shills who will always be pro WWE. Oh, you don't know anything about the business. Oh, it's best for business. Yeah, Cass is. We'll see what happens as a single star, but Cass is winning this in my opinion. But again, if Enzo wins in some kind of fluke, wouldn't be completely surprised. Next match is the match I think I might care even less about this than Miz and Ambrose, and that's Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt. Who gives a flying fucking shit about this match? I don't give a fuck. I do not care. Fuck this match. I'm going to say Bray Wyatt wins, then he'll lose to Seth Rollins at SummerSlam in the September show and the October show. So I'm predicting Bray Wyatt wins and he'll lose to Seth Rollins for 3 months after this. But I don't care. Bray Wyatt's dead. And even if he wins, the fans aren't going to get behind him, because you know why? They know he's going to fucking lose the next few matches to Rollins anyway. And then, it's one step. He wins one match, loses 10 matches. It's like 1 step forward, 10 steps back. That's how it is with Bray Wyatt. That's what the company does. They've killed Bray Wyatt. They've ruined his character. I don't even want to see him anymore. When he comes out to cut his promo, I just want to change the channel. He's one of those guys that I just wish he'd go away for a few months and maybe reinvent his character, and maybe he goes on a winning streak again. But they have ruined Bray Wyatt. I don't know if they can revive him at this point. I think he's going to win, because I think this is what they usually do. They'll have him win one match and he'll have him lose, and that's a dozen matches. Next, we get to the Raw Women's Championship. You have Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks. Again, if you heard my review on Raw, I'm dreading this, because I know this is not going to be a long-term rivalry. And if you follow my reviews, I'm a huge fan of both of them. I'd say these are probably my two favorite women in the company right now. I like Bayley a lot too, but they've buried her, beneath the surface of the earth, so it's hard to still, get excited about her, even though she's very talented. But I've always really liked these two. I think they can have such a great rivalry and such a long-term rivalry. Maybe they do it someday, but this is not going to be it, because according to numerous sites, it's Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax at SummerSlam. Oh my god, that fucking match is going to suck. I don't want to see that. No one wants to see Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax at fucking SummerSlam. Nobody, except Vince McMahon, because he loves his noise. We know Vince loves that family. It's incredible how much he loves that family. Damn it, Rock, you and your relations, man. Anyway, this match, I hope they have a good match. I like both of them, but this is not going to be a long-term rivalry, and it's extremely disappointing. They're using Sasha Banks as a pit stop. It sucks. It just really sucks. Watch my Raw review to see how angry I am that they're doing this. I really want to see this long-term rivalry during the summer. Maybe they do it again someday. Maybe they get around to it one more time. But this is going to Bliss and Jax. You have Bayley and Sasha are going to be on the sidelines at SummerSlam, while you have Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax sticking up the joint in front of 15,000 people who are going to be at the concession stands, who are going to be chanting boring, who are going to be in the washroom. That's the Women's Revolution, my ass. Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, Carmella, all on Total Divas, all getting big pushes right now. You think this is surprising? Total Divas is probably shooting around SummerSlam, and they're going to make it a huge deal that all these women have big parts in SummerSlam. Yeah, fuck Total Divas. This Women's Revolution is bullshit. As for this match, Alexa Bliss wins. Again, we'll see what they can do. I mean, we'll see if there's heat there. Man, there's such a missed opportunity. I mean, if they're not going to make this a long from Robert, they can play up to the fact that they supposedly don't like each other in real life. And when they tweet at each other, you can kind of read between the lines. Man, there's something to this. I don't think they genuinely don't like each other. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're good friends in real life. Who knows? But it's disappointing this is a one-off. So Alexa Bliss retains. Maybe Nia Jax gets involved. I don't know. But you know what? I even say Alexa wins cleanly. I think Alexa... They have a lot of plans for Alexa. Sasha goes back to where she was a month ago, which is doing nothing and feuding with Alicia Fox, and her and Bayley are pushed to the sidelines while we get to see Nia Jax win the belt at SummerSlam to crickets in that crowd. Great. Thank you, WWE. And speaking of being pissed off at something, this is going to make me a million times more pissed off. We have to see Roman Reigns beat Braun Strowman in a fucking ambulance match. Fuck this shit. I feel indifferent about Reigns facing Lesnar at SummerSlam because that really looks like that's the direction. Again, Vince McMahon changes his minds. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Braun wins. Maybe Sasha and Alexa have a long-term rivalry. Who knows? But the way it's looking, Reigns and Lesnar is at SummerSlam and Reigns is winning. I'm not against Reigns and Lesnar. I don't want to see it, but if it's at SummerSlam, I'll have to. That means we don't have to watch it at WrestleMania. So that's a positive in that direction. So I'm not completely against seeing them have a match at SummerSlam, but that also means Roman Reigns is fucking winning this damn match. Oh my god. Braun can be such a superstar. I just wish they never booked this match. I think they should have kept Braun's return off. Just give Roman, let him settle out this pay-per-view. And oh man, they're making such a mistake beating Braun. It's an ambulance match. He's not getting pinned. So, it's that. It's not like Fastlane when had to fucking pin him. But maybe he goes through the roof of the vehicle. They did that one spot when John Cena put Ryback through the roof of the ambulance. They can do something similar to that. Maybe Reigns spears him through the side of the ambulance and Reigns wins in some kind of fluky way. But yeah, I'm going with Reigns. Sorry. This is going to suck. This is going to piss everyone off. This is just going to blow when Reigns wins. And it's my yard. Oh, it's my yard. Oh, fuck yourself. And I hope there's rumors that Roman Reigns at the live shows, he's been calling out The Undertaker. Jesus fucking Christ. Please, no. I don't want to see that. I have to sit through that fucking turd of a match again. God, that would suck having to sit through that again. That was depressing to watch. That was just a miserable match. I don't want to see that. And of course, the match. To me, this is a one-match show. I think I'm going to be pissed off at the undercard, even though I already know most of the results of because the direction is, and direction sucks. I'm not excited for SummerSlam at all, but everyone's going to be completely, very much interested in the main events for the WWE Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar against Samoa Joe. We'll see what they do. It's possible they try to replicate this TNA match almost 10 years ago with Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe, in which they had an MMA fight. They tried to make it look like they tried to mix professional wrestling and mixed martial arts. And, that can work. I'm not saying I'm against that. It can work, but you know what? That match was okay. Here, I don't know if they're going to get a chance to do that. I think I'm worried we might just get a regular singles match. I don't want to see it. So I want to see something completely different. One example I can bring up: Brock Lesnar, John Cena at Extreme Rules in 2012. Completely different main event that I've ever seen. It would have been the classic match had the right guy gone over, but Cena winning just ruined that thing. That was just such a terrible decision. But here, Brock Lesnar beating Samoa Joe. The ending won't ruin it. I mean, Brock Lesnar winning in a hard-fought war is fine, and Samoa Joe winning would be great, but I don't have a problem with Brock winning. Just hopefully Joe has a strong showing. We'll see what they do. Maybe they have this MMA-style fight. Hopefully Brock doesn't drop any fucking elbows like the Randy Orton matches. I'm afraid they're gonna be afraid to go into that direction because of the Randy Orton debacle at SummerSlam last year. Hopefully they don't do that, but I'd like to see more of a shoot match. I got Brock Lesnar winning, of course, and again, not completely excited for the show, but Hopefully, WWE Great Balls of Fire, also known as WWE Balls, is a good show, but I am not very excited for the show.